talk about last night and kind of heard a little bit of your interview post game. What was kind of your thoughts on the game and how things went down?
Yeah, obviously South Alabama is a terrific midweek opponent. They're an outstanding program with a lot of great history. They're coached extremely well. They've got good players all over the field, and we knew it was going to be an extremely tough midweek game for us, and we knew we were going to need to play well to win the ball game. And from a coaching standpoint, I was disappointed with the way we played last night. It wasn't an outcome thing. It was more of an effort and a focus, and I just didn't see that drive from our guys to win the ball game last night. And I felt like we were there because the schedule said we had a game last night, instead of showing up ready to play, playing with some energy, playing with some passion, playing with aggression, all the things that we're able to do on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays in this league. We haven't found a way yet to be able to replicate that on Tuesday nights midweek. So frustrating loss. South Alabama played really well. They won the ball game. We're looking forward to getting back out on the practice field today. We've got a great practice planned. I'm excited to get out there, kind of get back to some of the basic things that we kind of feel like we're about, and get ourselves ready to play tomorrow night against the University of Alabama and jump right back into SEC play. So as disappointing as last night was, I'm as equally as excited about playing Alabama this weekend, and just want to continue to build on the momentum that we've been playing with in SEC play. And guys, we're 10-5 right now in SEC play. I think that puts us in second place overall. So we're doing some things really well right now, and playing well, and playing with a lot of focus and drive and energy on the weekends. And we're excited to get back home this weekend in front of our great fans. Looking forward to an outstanding couple of days of baseball back in SEC play. Looking forward to just continuing to make a statement on how good of a team that we are, and what we plan on doing.
Having guys like Spencer Price go up there and put the bat on the ball, what does that do for the bus ride home?
Yeah. You know what? I almost felt like, Trey Jolly had a great at-bat last night. He lined out to center field. Spencer Price singles into right center field. Tristan Barlow had a great at-bat last night. And I've actually been letting all these guys hit for the last couple of weeks every day in BP. Originally with the thought of when Jake Mangum pitches on Sundays and he's pitching and DHing, if I'm going to put him back in the outfield, then that pitcher spot is going to have to hit probably the last half of the ballgame. So I wanted all those guys hitting and taking BP every day, and they've been taking BP every day for the last month in practice and game days. And I thought last night, honestly, with the way we were playing and the way our position players at bats were, I thought last night was a great time to go let those guys hit and just kind of send a message to our team that if we're not ready to play every single day, then I'll find somebody else that is. And so last night, those pitchers got their at-bats. They had tremendous swings. They had some of the very best at-bats we had all night. So a lot of props to those guys for getting in the batter's box and competing and going to win their at-bats.
Where do things stand health-wise this weekend with Jake and maybe Hunter and some of the other guys?
Yeah. Obviously both of those guys have been playing every day for the last week and a half. They're playing hurt. Yeah. They're both playing with, serious hand issues. Jake Mangum is playing with a broken hand. Hunter Stovall is grinding it out, just bone bruise and swelling everywhere, in excruciating pain every time he swings the bat. So both of those guys, I'm fired up about the effort that they've been giving us, just the grit and grind that they're showing every day, going out there and doing their best to help us win baseball games. On the mound, it is what it is. There isn't anybody new that's coming into the mix. In terms of starting pitcher-wise, we'll go ahead and announce Connor Pilkington tomorrow night. We'll go ahead and announce Cole Gordon Friday, and then Jacob Billingsley will pitch on Saturday for us. So kind of excited to be able to give you guys 3 names, I think, for the first time all year. It's a really big thing for us.
Kicking TBA out of the rotation.
TBA had his opportunity, and he didn't make the most of it. It's good to be able to have those 3 guys in those roles. They've been pitching extremely well lately. I love being able to send all three of those guys out to the mound. They're throwing strikes. They're competing hard. They're throwing their secondary stuff for called strikes. They're giving us a chance to win the ball game each and every time they're out on the mound.
Billingsley came back from injury and started 2 games last week, and I don't think gave up a run. How comforting is that to throw a guy back in the mix now and have a guy that can be a weekend
It's
starter?
great having him back out there. You know, he's an older kid. He brings a veteran presence to our team, veteran presence to the mound every time he's out there. So last week between Billingsley's 5 innings against Mississippi Valley State, I believe, and then the 5 innings against South Carolina, he threw 10 shutout innings in a 5-day span. In his previous 3 years on campus here, he had 10 total innings. So he matched his 3-year total in a span of 5 days. So I thought that was pretty neat. Really good feel, you know, in terms of just him being confident, wanting the ball, going out there, doing the things that he's been doing lately to help us win ball games.
How comfortable are you with Stovall at shortstop right now?
He's shown me that he can play shortstop, you know, and it's a great feeling knowing that we have 2 guys that can do that. Gridley has been phenomenal all year. His at-bats are tremendous. He does a great job defensively for us. Hunter Stovall had an opportunity to go over there last week and played a flawless shortstop midweek, and then I got him another couple innings last night out at shortstop. I feel great about really having 2 shortstops that can play the middle of the field for us. So he gives us a really good safety blanket, somebody that can play shortstop behind Gridley if something happens to him, or if he can't be here, or if he gets injured or something. So he's done a great job. Hunter Stovall is such a gamer. He works hard every single day. I love what he brings to our team. He is an absolute beast of a competitor, and I love having him in our lineup every day.
Will it just be Saturday that Ryan's going to be out?
Yes, he's only going to miss 1 day this week. It will be Saturday, and so that's why we've been getting Stovall some innings over there. Somebody's going to need to play shortstop on that Saturday. He has his sister's wedding that he's going to be at Saturday, so that's kind of one of those once in a lifetime, you know, moments that he absolutely has to be there for. You know, as much as we want him playing shortstop and hitting in our 3-hole that day, that family obligation is going to take him there for his sister's wedding. We'll miss him for the day, but I think if he's not here, I think his family and his sister's probably going to be mad at him the rest of his life. So he needs to go do that. So he has our blessing on that. He actually brought that up to us back in December that this was going to happen. And so I couldn't even begin to tell you guys how appreciative I was for him coming to me, giving me that much of a head notice, and not just showing up today going, hey, Coach, by the way, my sister's getting married Saturday. Do you mind if I go? So we had that taken care of back in December. So I love just, you know, how proactive he was on the situation.
Was that a no-brainer for you, that decision? And are you surprised by some of the negative reactions?
To me, it was an absolute no-brainer, yes. He needs to go there. He needs to be at his sister's wedding. He needs to be in those pictures. He needs to be in those photos. He needs to be in those stories. He needs to go give his speech, all those kind of things. That is a once-in-a-lifetime moment that he can't miss. He needs to go do that, and like I said, he has my full blessing on it. Are we going to miss him? Yeah, guys, absolutely. He hits third for us and is an all-SEC type performer at shortstop. So that's why I've been so encouraged by the way Stovall has played at shortstop in the last week or two when he's had opportunities. So we'll miss him. I know Stovall will do a great job at shortstop. I'm not scared at all to put Hunter Stovall at shortstop. He is an absolute gamer.
Anybody else unavailable this weekend?
No, we're good to go. Everybody is available, good to go. We will be at our full strength. Whatever that total number of available players are, we will be at that number, and we'll be ready to go play baseball against a University of Alabama team that plays really hard, that has quality starting pitching. They have pitchers in this league that have won a lot of games in their career. So, guys, I know Alabama's SEC record is not going to jump out at, you know, fans or people around the country, but I know Coach Goff over at Alabama is an outstanding baseball coach. Their pitching coach, Terry Rooney, does an outstanding job with their pitchers. They will be ready to play this weekend. We have to play extremely well if we want to be competitive. We have to play extremely well if we want to win the series. So I completely throw records out of the equation. This is a very good baseball team that is capable of beating anyone on any given day, and we are going to respect them just like they are in first place right now. It doesn't matter the records or what place. Everybody in this league has outstanding baseball players that play really hard, that want to win every single weekend. So the University of Alabama is our opponent this weekend. They're going to be a tremendous challenge for us. We can't wait to get out there and go compete against these guys. And we feel like we're going to play really well, and I expect us to play really well. And I want us to play hard with passion, with focus, and play the type of ball game that represents what Mississippi State baseball is about. And that's all the past and the traditions and the All-Americans and the first-round picks and the big leaguers and the Omaha appearances. This program has been great for a really long time, and I expect our guys to play hard every single day to uphold those traditions.
Starting the back half of that SEC schedule now, is there ever any thought in the back of your mind that even with all the injuries and the stuff that you guys had to deal with, that all this is going to catch up to you at some point? And
you know what, guys? I keep saying it is what it is, and that's the best thing I could say about it. Our guys have done a phenomenal job of taking it day by day. We don't look at the big picture. It's all hands on deck every single day. We play really hard. We get after teams. Our guys love to compete. We love to play. And that's why we've been winning ball games, because I really feel like we play extremely hard. We don't give up. We never think we're going to lose. We're going to play a complete 9 innings of baseball, and we've been able to get off to a great start in the first half of the SEC schedule. Now listen, we have to continue to do those things the entire rest of the way, or it could very easily flip-flop and reverse on us. So we're not even paying attention to records. It's just about what we have to do every single day to be our very best, and that's tunnel vision, focus to what our task at hand is each and every day, and that's take it day by day, win the day. Don't worry about the series, win that day.
For Saturday, I'm guessing Brown at second and Stovall placing them back.
Yeah, I don't really know what we're going to do outside of those of those moves. It'll kind of be a staff decision in terms of who's playing well, who's swinging it well, who's defending it well, who can play what for a span of 3 hours, that type of thing. So we'll kind of have something mapped out, and then we'll kind of go accordingly from there based upon how guys are playing for the weekend.
When you said everybody's available, Ashcraft too?
Ashcraft, knock on wood, should be available. He's going to throw a flat ground today. If he feels okay after that, I'm hoping to have him available this weekend on the mound in some capacity, not in any kind of starting role. It might be just a very short 1 inning span, but we will certainly welcome him back with open arms as soon as he can get back out on the mound, that's for sure.
I mean, we pull for each other, and that's the way it's always been. He gets up to the plate, and we're all on the fence and everything, cheering him on. I mean, we want the best for each other. So
when he laced that ball in the right field, what was the reaction dugout?
We went crazy. It was jumping around, yelling, and then when he fell at first base trying to go to second, we all had to give him some grief about that. But
how supportive of you and the other guys are of Ryan and the decision to have him go to his sister's wedding?
I mean, you can't not be supportive of it just because that's something that you need to be at. I mean, it's your sister's wedding, and if it was me, I would have to go too. But of course, we are supporting him and his decision, and we'll miss him on Saturday's game.